I am in the middle of packing to go to Toronto. I totally lied in my last video. I said it was gonna be my last video before I went to Toronto, but there's just one more thing. I just got my Sony A7 III in the mail. Super stoked about this camera. I am going to unbox it right now because this is what I'm taking with me to Toronto. It has been a crazy couple of days. I don't want to bore you guys with the details, but I've been having some like oral surgery issues and it went horribly awry yesterday. So I have got a lot of stitches in my mouth. So if I mumble, please forgive me. I am going back to the oral surgeon tomorrow to hopefully complete all this stuff. I just really am excited that this came, and through it all, through the pain, through the moving, through the insanity, I want to unbox this thing. I want to take it out and start taking some photos and some video with it. So let's see what's inside this box. It looks like a box, like a Sony box. Big shout out to Best Buy because I had pre-ordered this on Amazon and it wasn't going to come for like a month, and I went there and I was able to order it and get it in 3 days. They price matched me to B&H, so I didn't even have to pay tax on it. I got it for the same cost as I would have if I got it on B&H. Here is some documentation that I will never read. There's an empty piece of box here that looks like it would have had a charger in it. I don't think this camera actually comes with a separate charger. That's something to know if you buy the A7 III. I bought one online for like 15 bucks, like some knockoff one, so I'm good. We have the strap that actually seems a little bit nicer than the usual strap. It's got like some rubber to it. It's got a nicer feel to the fabric. I don't normally use straps. Maybe I'll use this one. I bought the one with the kit lens because it came sooner. I don't really care about having this kit lens, but I was like, free cheapo zoom lens that I can keep on my camera. It's like a really long lens cap for me. You know, it's a good zoom range. It's 24 to 70, I think, which is solid. Yeah, 28 to 70. It is an f3.5 to f5.6, so I probably won't ever use it for anything artistic. But one thing I like about it is it's really light. So this could be a good point and shoot lens. It could be really good for location scouts, things like that, where I don't really care about the exact quality of my pictures. I just want to be comfortable. Looks like this inside. Here is the camera body. Ooh, look at that. That is the A7 III. Does it even come with the battery? It does come with the battery. Oh, that's not the battery. It does come with one battery, which is good. I bought 2 more already, so I am set. I've got a lot of batteries. The lamest part of this camera so far is that this is what it comes with as a charging solution. It's just a little USB cable and a little Edison plug to USB. So I'm assuming they want you to plug this into the camera and charge the battery in the camera, which is kind of a pain in the butt. I don't know if I'd ever do that. So again, I highly recommend going out and buying a separate charger before you get this camera. All right, so let's take a look at this guy. I want to put this lens on it. This is the Sony f1.4 35mm prime. This lens is awesome. This is like the sharpest, fastest lens that I have. This camera does really good low light, so I'd imagine with these two, I've got like the power combo of low light awesomeness. So I will put these on and maybe go out at night and take some photos and see what it looks like. This feels a little heavier, or at least the same weight as the R. I don't know, it definitely feels hefty. It doesn't feel small or diminished in my hand. I like it. I like the weight, I like the size, I like the form factor. Something I haven't seen in the videos that's kind of nice is instead of just having to like try and open it with your thumb, there's actually a little latch right here. You hit it and it just pops open like that. That's pretty cool. Let's put the lens on the camera. There's that chip, look at that chip. The lens is like twice as heavy as the camera. This is my jam. By the way, the f-stop is controllable on the actual lens, so I'm gonna keep it at a 1.4. This isn't like, I don't wanna do a whole settings video right now because that'd be crazy. So I'm just gonna go put the settings and come up with some settings that I like, come back real quick and show you some of the features that I like. I decided to set up the new A7 III with my 35mm lens and shoot this right now. The only thing I have lighting me is some loose daylight coming from my window because I packed all my lighting gear up to go to Toronto. I'm shooting in S-Log2. I don't want to get into the S-Log3 stuff yet because my LUTs are all like geared towards S-Log2. ISO 800, f1.4. Let's check out this autofocus. It's pretty good. I haven't really messed with any of the autofocus settings, like fine tuning them or anything like that. And Yeah, just looking at my monitor up there. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. I have to say, it really holds focus great. I could do 9 brackets. Shooting stills on auto seemed great. The IAF seems great. There's just so many features and so many things. I don't have time to get into them right now, but I'm gonna be testing the crap out of this thing over the coming months as I use it on my main camera on the boys. I'm putting the GH5 aside for this one, and I love the GH5, but the low light and the full frame sensor are huge on this camera. A little bit of weirdness, I had to fumble around to find the record button because they moved it. One thing that I love is you can pre-program the APS-C crop button, so you can put a prime lens on and pop in and out. It doesn't work while you're recording, but I could just stop recording, hit the button, and then start recording again, and watch this. So now I'm on the same lens, but I've cropped in the APS-C size with the push of a button. It was very quick to do, and this is a very, very tight shot, something we call a choker actually. So it's roughly 35 times 1.6. It's about a 56 millimeter lens, so it's a nice portrait lens. I can use this 35 in 2 different modes very, very quickly. And again, like the depth of field, the shallowness is awesome. There is not much light in this room at all, and I'm gonna guess this image looks pretty good. The battery time seems amazing. I've been playing with the camera for about an hour now, and it's lost maybe 8%. One thing people say is, you know, the screen is a lower resolution on this camera. When I'm vlogging, I don't care because I use my small HD that's up here. But I have to tell you, the resolution hasn't bothered me at all. In fact, it's a lot brighter when you turn on that bright mode, that outdoor mode, than the A7R2. That's a really small concession in my opinion compared to all the things that you're getting in this camera. Specifically for visual effects, the things I like about this camera, I can now do 9 one-stop brackets, and I tested it and I can do it on silent shutter, and it's very quick because I do bracketed photos all the time. Because of the processing in this camera, it can capture photos much quicker than its predecessors. All the custom menu setting stuff is great. And yeah, so that's it. I am off to get more mouth surgery and move to Toronto. Stay tuned for more cool stuff using the Sony A7 III. See you later. One more thing before this vlog ends. I decided to take this camera out tonight and just shoot some night footage. I just gotta tell you guys, this camera is amazing at night. I'm trying hard to not overexpose things with this lens and this camera. So I'm gonna end this reel with a bunch of awesome slow motion footage. Also, that anti-flicker setting seems to get rid of all my flicker issues here at the Americana. Check this out.
Inside your bedroom, we stopped counting the days, lost in the rhythm.
I am pointing this camera at me pretty much in the pitch black, darkest area of the Americana at ISO 8000. I'm at an f1.4. This is incredibly challenging, but I just want to see what this looks like in low light. I hope it looks pretty good.